Hello and welcome! Welcome to another video for you Pisceans out there. Welcome with me, Veerle, for the month of July horoscope for Pisces for 2013. Now, I've made a separate video of Jupiter and Lilith in Cancer. If you are interested to know more about that, because this is a longer term transit, just check it out. I'll put a link below. But in this video, I'm going to focus on what is the most important during July for you Pisceans. We all have a lot of emphasis on Cancer this month. So for you, that is the 5th house. And I'm going to focus mostly on that, because there's not only the Sun is going to be in that house, Mars is going to be in that house, a new moon on the 8th, am I correct? Yes, on the 8th, Mercury going retrograde, and then again direct on the, hang on a minute, I really can't memorize all these dates. When is Mercury going, I know that Pisceans are patient people normally, so it's on the, come on Veerle, a bit of 21st. The 21st it goes direct again. And then, so all these planets in Cancer is a focus on it. That's why I made a separate video also of Jupiter and Lilith going together in that 5th house approximately a year. Well, Lilith a bit less. It will be in Cancer up until around February of next year. So it has a meaning with those two transiting the 5th house and with all those other planets in the 5th house. Now, what is this all about? As I explained in that separate video, Jupiter is, of course, it's the expansion planet. It's the planet of, it's the teacher. It's the planet that wants expansion, that wants growth. And Cancer is a sign of, it's a water sign, it's a fellow water sign, so that's very nice for you Pisceans, and it wants to spread its knowledge, and that goes very well in Cancer. That's why it's exalted there, and it wants to support, and so in the 5th house, in very general explanation, it's about your self-expression. So self-expression is highlighted here. And that can go from self-expression at your work, your children, your hobbies, etc. It can be very broad, but it's about romance, sexuality, how you express yourself. But it can be in a very general way to express yourself, to say, hey, I am, you can say, hey, I am Veerle, and here I am. But so that is very positive energy for the Pisceans, because it gives them the ability to express how they are, to show who they are, and to shine. And with Lilith there, it shows Lilith is all about a battling energy, and it's about it feels rejected in certain in that particular area where you have your Lilith, and in a transit it brings that up. And so Lilith is showing here, hey, I want my presence here. I want my equality. That is all about Lilith. So if you mix that, you get, for a lot of Pisceans, the energy of really trying to show who they really are, but with that feeling on the background of, maybe I'm going to be rejected, but anyway, I'm going to do it anyway. That is this combination, this paradox. But because Jupiter is in there, and so positive and so exalted, it can do a lot of good to make that happen. So don't expect whatever Pisceans are now going to express, don't expect that the majority of people will like it. Or if you have children, don't expect the way that you treat your children that they're going to say, hey, this is great, because there's a sense of no mainstream energy. So Lilith is about not being mainstream, but still standing up for yourself and having your self-interest. And I know that water signs, and you are a water sign like Pisceans and Cancerians, and to a lesser extent Scorpio, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars. But those two are very much about giving and receiving, and so to a lesser extent that self-interest. So this is a really spiritual practice, I think, or maybe on a day-to-day basis, that you are practicing how to present yourself in an expressive way, no matter what other people think. That's this Lilith and this Jupiter. Now with Mercury in there, through the whole month, means that you're going to think about that very carefully and very deeply as well, because Cancer is a water sign that goes very deep as well. So there's a lot of focus, and next month all this energy, especially this Jupiter Lilith energy, is going to oppose Pluto in your 11th house. So it's not exact now, but next month it is exact, and I'll be talking about that more next month. But what it shows is that there is an opposition with Pluto, so there is a very possibility to transform and to transcend, and your aspirations are involved as well, or friends or like-minded people. So there's something that you want to maybe present to people that you know, or groups of people, but Pluto is also where, you know, the transformation takes place, so there will be probably some challenges with that as well. Or maybe in your profession, you want to do something that is really not mainstream, or a hobby that is really not mainstream, and you really have to have the courage to make that happen. So I think it's very interesting for Pisces, not only because this is this big trine going on in the water signs, which is very emotional support for you Pisceans, but it's as well a challenge with that Lilith there, and but I mean a good challenge, because it's such a nice combination, such an amazing paradox. And paradoxes are there to, the paradox is that it's on the one hand the very supportive energy, but on the other hand also the very individual fire energy, or I mean the spirit energy, the energy of, hey, this is me, and my self-interest is involved here. That's the Lilith. To combine these two, it's not easy. It's balancing out, but that's just what this energy is all about. I think it's a spiritual energy, and I hope that you can take that you can get the most out of that. Wish you all the best with Lilith and Jupiter in your 5th house, in the sign of Cancer. Check the video out if you're interested. Check my private consultations page out if you are interested. I'm also doing teaching astrology classes. Check that out as well if you are interested. Now, that's a lot of messages. Wish you all the best, and see you next month. Bye-bye.